that text once, then again, and somehow it feels different the second time. There's no heart emoji, no obvious flirting, but something in the tone lingers. Maybe it's the way she replied faster than usual, or how the message felt warmer than it needed to be. And now you're stuck in that familiar space, not sure if you're imagining things, not sure if you're missing something obvious. Texting does that to us. It strips away facial expressions, tone, timing, and leaves your brain to fill in the blanks. So you replay the conversation, looking for meaning between the lines, trying to decode what isn't being said. Because when someone likes you over text, they rarely announce it. They reveal it quietly, through patterns, through effort, through small shifts most people overlook. And once you know what to look for, those messages stop feeling confusing. They start feeling honest.
Texting removes most of the information your brain relies on. No voice tone, no facial expression, no immediate feedback. Psychologically, this creates low cue environments. When cues are missing, the brain fills gaps automatically. This is where ambiguity bias comes in. We project our own hopes, fears, and expectations onto neutral signals. A short reply can feel cold. A delayed reply can feel intentional, even when neither is true. Your mind is trying to resolve uncertainty, and uncertainty is uncomfortable for the nervous system. That's why texting feels heavier than it should. You're not just reading words, you're interpreting intent. Another factor is projection. When you like someone, you unconsciously assign meaning to their behavior, not because you're naive, but because attraction heightens attention. The key is this: single text don't mean much. Patterns do. Consistency over time reveals interest. Isolated moments only create confusion. That's why understanding behavioral signals, not emotional guesses, is the only reliable way to tell if she likes you over text.
Attraction often shows up as balance, not intensity. In psychology, this is tied to the reciprocity principle. People naturally mirror effort when they feel connection. If you send thoughtful messages and she responds with the same depth, that's not politeness, that's engagement. Energy matching includes response length, emotional tone, and pacing. When someone likes you, they don't let the interaction collapse, they stabilize it. This happens unconsciously. She's not thinking, "I'll match his energy now." Her nervous system is aligning with yours. Short replies to long messages signal disengagement, but equal effort signals comfort and interest. It's also important what doesn't happen. You don't feel like you're chasing clarity. The conversation breathes. It moves without force. Attraction feels mutual before it feels explicit. That's why energy matching is often the first quiet indicator. It shows she's not just replying, she's participating. I remember noticing it without realizing why. The messages were longer, but more importantly, they felt intentional. Before, replies felt polite. Now they felt present. She wasn't just answering questions, she was adding thoughts, expanding ideas. There was a rhythm forming, a back and forth that didn't stall. I didn't feel the urge to overthink or to carry the conversation alone. And that's when it clicks, not through excitement, but through relief. Because mutual effort feels calm, not anxious, not urgent. When someone likes you, you stop feeling like you're proving yourself. You feel met. And that shift is subtle, but once you feel it, it's hard to ignore. When someone is interested, they invest cognitively. This connects to conversational investment theory. Attraction increases mental effort. If she asks follow-up questions, introduces new topics, or deepens existing ones, she's not passing time. She's engaging. One-word replies, conserved energy. Expanded responses, spended. Another marker is open loops. She leaves threads unfinished on purpose, not to manipulate, but because she wants the interaction to continue. Interest seeks continuity. Disinterest seeks closure. If she consistently gives you something to respond to, that's not accidental. It shows curiosity, and curiosity is an early form of attraction. This isn't about volume, it's about direction. Is the conversation moving forward or constantly being reset? Expansion means she's mentally present, and presence precedes attachment. It started with something small, a simple question. Nothing personal, nothing flirty. But instead of answering and stopping, she added another thought, then another question. The conversation didn't end. It unfolded. Minutes turned into an hour, not because we were trying, but because neither of us wanted to exit. There was no pressure, no performance, just curiosity pulling the conversation forward. That's when you realize something. When someone likes you, they don't rush to finish talking to you. They stay, even when there's no clear reason to. Emotional disclosure is one of the most reliable early signs of attraction. It's explained by social penetration theory. We gradually reveal personal layers as trust and interest grow. If her texts go beyond facts, sharing feelings, moods, or small worries, that's intentional intimacy. Even subtle cues count. Exclamation marks, playful sighs, or surprised reactions signal engagement beyond surface-level chat. The brain treats emotional language as connection. It triggers the reward system, making interaction more memorable. Notice how she reacts to your emotions, too. Reciprocation indicates attachment forming. Neutral texts avoid risk. Emotional texts take risk. Emotional attraction thrives in low-risk yet meaningful emotional exchange. So when her words carry tone, warmth, or small vulnerabilities, she's inviting you in. Not with grand gestures, but through micro-signals you can consistently observe. I remember a moment when it clicked. Her messages shifted subtly, from okay to, wow, I didn't expect that. From plain answers to little personal reflections. It wasn't dramatic, it wasn't intentional, but the warmth was there. Suddenly, I noticed patterns, the choice of words, the rhythm, the small laughter and texts. It felt like she was letting me into her inner world without needing to explain anything. And that's the strange part about texting. Small emotional signals hit harder because they're rare in a neutral digital space. You don't have to overanalyze each word, you just feel it. And it's unmistakable when neutrality fades into genuine connection. Random messages are rarely random. They're a signal of dopamine-driven social reward loops. When someone likes you, their brain seeks small interactions. They don't wait for necessity, they create opportunity. Initiating conversation without prompt shows active engagement. It's her way of testing presence without pressure. Even brief, just thinking of you texts carry weight. They indicate priority. You're on her mind, and she wants you to feel it. The principle is simple. Effort without agenda equals attention plus interest. Repeated over time, these signals form a pattern that reliably predicts attraction, even if she never says it outright. It was a normal day. No reason to reach out, no event, no question, just a simple message. I just thought of you. It landed differently than a routine text. It wasn't transactional. It wasn't polite small talk. In that moment, I realized
she wanted to be present in my mind just as I was in hers. It's subtle, almost easy to miss, but when someone takes the mental energy to reach out without a prompt, it's a quiet declaration of interest. And that small, unprompted attention, it carries more weight than 100 "How are you" messages.
Flirting often starts with small tests. Psychology calls this push-pull dynamics. Playful teasing allows someone to gauge comfort and interest without risking rejection. If she jokes, lightly challenges, or teases you, it signals psychological safety. She's comfortable enough to play and comfortable enough to care about your reaction. These micro-challenges aren't aggression, they're engagement. They create emotional resonance, letting attraction grow while keeping the interaction dynamic. Notice consistency. One joke isn't enough. Repeated, intentional teasing patterns indicate genuine interest. The first playful jab came unexpectedly. A little tease about something trivial. Instead of formal or serious replies, the conversation now had rhythm and bounce. It wasn't about winning or proving anything. It was laughter, connection, a sense of ease that wasn't there before. That's when you notice the shift. The dynamic changes. Formality fades. Curiosity and comfort take over. And every playful interaction carries a hidden message. She's safe with you, and she wants to keep you around. Mirroring is subtle but powerful. It happens when someone unconsciously synchronizes language, tone, or emoji use with yours. This is rooted in rapport-building psychology. Mirroring creates familiarity, comfort, and connection. If she matches your phrasing, adopts similar humor, or uses the same emojis consistently, it's more than coincidence. The brain interprets mirroring as similarity, which increases attraction naturally. It's not about copying, it's about alignment. Subtle mimicry signals interest without requiring overt declarations. I started noticing it gradually. The way she punctuated sentences, the emojis she chose, even the rhythm of her words mirrored mine. It was subtle, almost imperceptible, but it created a sense of we before either of us said it aloud. It made the conversation feel synchronized, like we were on the same wavelength. That's the power of mirroring. It doesn't scream attraction, it whispers it. And once you notice, it changes how you perceive every text. One of the most revealing signals of attraction is future pacing. This is when someone talks about experiences or plans that include you, even hypothetically. Psychologically, it shows mental inclusion. She's imagining scenarios where you exist in her world. Phrases like, "next time we," or "we should try," aren't casual suggestions. They indicate she's thinking beyond the present interaction. Future pacing subtly signals desire without direct commitment. It's a way to test comfort and emotional readiness, and it often precedes deeper connection. When someone naturally brings you into their imagined future, it's a clear marker of romantic interest. I remember reading a text that caught me off guard. She wrote, "We should check out that new cafe next weekend." Not as a question, not as a suggestion, but as if it were already part of our shared plans. It wasn't overt flirting, it was subtle inclusion, a mental rehearsal where I existed in her world. That's the strange power of future references. They create a quiet anticipation, a sense that connection isn't just happening, it's expected. And when you notice it, you realize attraction often reveals itself long before words confirm it. Even with all these signals, she might never explicitly say she likes you, and that's normal. Fear of rejection is a major factor. Evolutionarily, taking social risks carries consequences. Gender norms can also play a role. Many women are socialized to be cautious in expressing romantic interest. Ambiguity is safer. It allows connection without vulnerability. Her subtle signals communicate interest while protecting her emotionally. Understanding this helps you interpret text accurately. Attraction is often implicit, not declarative, so patterns, not single messages, reveal her feelings.
I've felt it countless times. Moments when texts are neutral and you wonder if you misread everything. But then a small sign appears, a thoughtful question, a playful jab, a random check-in. The silence isn't emptiness. It's space for patterns to emerge, for attention to reveal itself gradually. Once you start trusting these subtle cues, you stop obsessing over every pause. You begin noticing consistency, and attraction becomes a rhythm, not a guess.
When you notice these signals, the temptation is to overinvest. Psychology calls this decision fatigue in social interaction. The key is calm consistency. Respond with interest, but don't chase approval. Maintain your rhythm. Mirror her energy without exaggeration. This preserves emotional safety, which is crucial for attraction to deepen. Overeager texts can trigger withdrawal. Balanced engagement encourages curiosity and connection. Think of texting as a dance, not a debate. Your responses should signal presence, not pressure. This creates a natural pull that reinforces mutual attraction.
I remember wanting to reply instantly. Every notification felt urgent. Every pause felt like a test. But I stopped myself, took a breath, kept my responses measured, calm, and genuine. It changed the dynamic. The conversation felt lighter, more natural. She engaged without prompting. I stayed present without overthinking. Attraction thrives in this space, not in pressure, not in chase, but in balanced curiosity and emotional safety. Sometimes the best move is simply staying grounded. Let the pattern unfold naturally.
Texts are signals, not guarantees. They reveal interest but not intentions. Single messages are misleading. Patterns matter. Consistency over time is the most reliable indicator of attraction. Also, context matters. Stress, mood, and external distractions affect responses. Her interest isn't erased by one short or late reply. Think of texting as a behavioral map, not a declaration. Observe patterns, interpret signals, but don't overinflate any single text. This mindset reduces anxiety and lets you see the relationship clearly through behavior, not speculation.
Attraction often whispers before it shouts. Texts are rarely explicit declarations. They're small, repeated gestures. Once you start noticing patterns, the subtle shifts become clear. Mutual effort, emotional tone, playful teasing, and future references all reveal interest quietly. The magic isn't in decoding every word, it's in observing the rhythm. Trust the patterns, stay grounded, and let connection reveal itself naturally. Because when someone likes you over text, it's not a single message. It's a story written in the pauses, the energy, and the care she quietly sends your way.